Hey guys, it's Rick Kelly with the Alta Real Estate Manhattan Sales Update. Here's what happened this past week. It was a holiday week. Contracts signed were down a little bit, but not too much. We had 249 contracts signed this week, which is a really good number by, of course, any other market. But in New York City, it's all about number and volume, and there's 8 million people here, I think. So 249 contracts. And then, of course, in terms of supply, we're staying constant at about 6,700 apartments for sale that have close and cords townhouses. So in terms of the dynamics right now, you've got the buyers making their move. A lot of people are not listing as were expected this spring, especially considering the demand. But all of that means is that it's going to be a very tight market, probably from here till the end of the spring market, call it May or June. And there's a couple of takeaways from a couple of charts I'm going to share with you, courtesy of Urban Digs. The first is a discount by the amount of days on the market. Now, for the sellers, you'll notice that the red line is much higher than the small green line. And that's because if you're on the market for more than 60 or 90 or 120 days, you pay a huge penalty for not pricing it right in terms of the discount that you're going to pay at the closing table. If you price it right and you go to contract within 30 days or 60 days, you'll see those numbers are much smaller. So for sellers and sellers brokers, and I encourage all of my clients to price it right day one. It not only is just a great theory, but it really saves you a lot of money by pricing it right day one. The second thing I want to point out is you see how the curve at the end of this is starting to go down. That means that your total discounts are starting to decrease. That's because really the bottom of this market in terms of pricing and demand was probably back in December or January, and there's been a huge move made since January to where we are now. If you take a look at the liquidity chart, you'll see we're up miles from where we were back in January. So a lot to think about here right now. It's a tight market. I do think buyers are going to lose their negotiability as we get farther on, unless there's a huge uptick in inventory, which there has not been so far. So there's a lot to think about right now. I think it's a tighter market than most people expected. There was a lot of doom and gloom as regards recession, interest rates, and some of that is, of course, still out there. But hey, folks, this is Manhattan. Everybody wants to be in New York City. So that's where we are for this week. Hopefully this information has been of help to you, and we'll see you soon.